Well, thanks so much for finding time to fit us in.
Pleasure.
Today.
A pleasure, nice to be here.
How is it to bring the show to Manchester? I mean, did you tour here with Queen?
Oh, many times been to Manchester, you bet, yeah. But it's great to bring this show here, yeah. I think people are going to love it. And it's well run in London. It's been there 7 years and it's been packed the whole time, so we're very proud of it. Something we've worked on for a long time, and now there's a touring version, and as Roger will say, it's great that it's out there. It's a people's show, it's a feel-good show, and it's a rock show as well as being a musical. So I think a lot of fun will be had.
Do you remember coming to the Northwest, to Manchester
Well,
in your Queen days?
we were here about 4 months ago.
Oh,
Actually.
were you?
Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Always a great audience, and always been very much our sort of audience, actually.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we've always been quite popular with our concerts in the northern part of the country. It's been very strong for us, and because
Real
we are
rockers
sort
up
of
here, are they?
proper, we're a sort of band for proper people, you know. And,
Yeah, I think
and
people
we're not
have
a
a bit-
critics band, and this is not a critics show. You
No,
know?
well, that's the point, isn't it? Because when it first came out, We Will Rock You, the critics weren't your greatest fans, but actually you've defied them. You've been going for 6 years. I mean, what is the enduring appeal of Queen? It is you guys, isn't it, that brings the crowds in?
It's not just us. I mean, the music's good. I'll say that without a reservation, you know, and it's things that make people feel happy in the music. But it's a great all-round show, and it's got a great script from Ben Elton, who has a touch with these things, you know, from Blackadder, you'll know. And we have a fantastic cast, a fantastic band, and it's all live. I mean, most of these shows that you see, they won't be live. There'll be people miming bits and pieces. This is real life and kind of dangerous. It has the element of a rock show as well as being a musical of a kind. So it's a new kind of musical, if you like.
But I'm guessing you guys don't trash hotel rooms these days. Did you ever?
Well, not all the time.
I have written a pamphlet on it, and I'll be giving you one later. But no, not really. But getting back to the show, we do have a fantastic band. It's a proper band. It's not a band of just pure session musicians, which is what you normally get with people. You know, a lot of the guys in the West End in London, I'll do the Lion King tonight, and then they go around and they're doing. Well, we've got a proper core band, and they're sort of like rock players, and they play brilliantly, including my son.
Oh, your son's in the show?
Yeah, and he's only 17, and he got through. Brian gave him his first break, and he got through the audition without any help from me, and he plays hopefully great drums.
Well, he's got a lot to live up to, hasn't he? But
he is a great drummer. Yeah, that's a great feature of the show. You'll see a very young, very vibrant band.
so who's coming to see you? Who's in the crowd? Is it the older fans who have always been fans of Queen?
It seems to be incredibly wide-ranging, from very small kids. I mean, a lot of schools have been doing We Will Rock You on their own now, I don't know if you know, to the oldest among us, in which I include myself. It's incredibly wide-ranging, and all countries. In London, you see an incredible mixture. You look around and you'll see granddads with their grandsons and granddaughters all doing it, all getting up and shouting and screaming and singing, and it's a good time thing. It seems to spread across generations.
And which one anthem? Because they're not just songs; they're anthems, aren't they? These. Which ones?
We do anthems very well.
Which ones get you on your feet?
Anthems are us.
The one that you
Well,
could
we have
choose.
some big guns, you know. Bohemian Rhapsody is always a pretty good bet, you know. We have
So when
Rocky
you
and
hear
Jaggers
that now, after all these years, does it still do something to you when you guys hear it, or when you hear them performing
It
it?
doesn't do. It was a thrill to see it done properly on stage, because we could never do the whole of the song because it had too many voices. You know, they're all our voices, but we could never recreate the whole of it on stage. But now,
These guys
with
do.
the show, with you know, like 30 whatever many people on stage, all singing, we can do that, and with a big band, 8-piece band. That was a thrill when we first saw that.
Yeah, it's
wasn't it?
amazing. It still is, yeah. I get pretty emotional seeing them do it. They get a great response from the audience as well. I don't think there's another show. People love to perform in We Will Rock You because they get this great feedback from the crowd, because people always go nuts. They always get up out of their seats at the end. They always clap, they always sing and stuff. And it's a good feeling. It's a real journey.
Well, the theme of it is this potentially, you know, very homogenous idea of what pop culture could be in a few years' time.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have fears
Oh,
about
look,
that?
it's just arrived. Yeah.
I
closer every-
see. You feel like that.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people see, you know, it is set in the future, 100 years, but a lot of people come out saying, oh, that's very close to the way things are today. You know, things are very controlled by, not by chains and prisons, you know, in England, but by advertising and the general homogenisation.
Talent
and
shows.
blandisation of everything. Yeah, and the reality thing. You know, it's all become very packaged, and people are not allowed to think for themselves. So that's kind of what the show is about. It's about people's freedom to express themselves.
Although just recently the Brits, our local band Elbow, from
Ah,
Berry
done
Wood,
very
fantastic.
well.
Yeah, I was so
band.
thrilled. That was the best result, I thought.
that was a huge tick, isn't it, in the box of actually
yeah, it's great.
18 years on for them to be getting.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
actually, and a fantastic band, and with no hype, just good music, and I was so thrilled they won that. Actually,
Yeah, it's a victory for real music.
yeah,
isn't
there
it?
were some
Good
very
on 'em.
strange victors, I thought, but
Oh God, yeah. Some of
But,
it you just think, what?
yeah, it's a load of rubbish. It really, most of it, isn't it? And you know, it's a right old carve up in the music business, but Elbow really deserved that.
Do you think there's anybody at the moment, or can you ever see a time when another band could do what Queen did? That kind of, you know, that huge upswell of just huge adulation that you had.
Well, there are some big bands.
Yeah,
coming up,
I
aren't
mean,
there?
I think
Yeah.
every band has them. Yeah, there have always been big bands. There's been, you know, Beatles type bands, and
Muse must be pretty.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, U2 been a huge band,
U2, yeah.
and
And from the outside,
we rather like
Foo Fighters.
Muse. Yeah, we like Muse and a few Foo Fighters, and but you know, everybody has different moments. We've had a lot of moments, and we feel very lucky.
Yeah.
We've
So
had
just
so many.
finally, for people who are wondering whether to come and see the show in Manchester, what can they expect?
I think you expect they can expect to laugh a lot and a real fun night out, and you know, they've had a sense of humour bypass if they don't enjoy themselves. I mean, it really, we get the nightly reports from London and from Canada and Germany and so, and it's people have a great time every night.
Definitely, yeah. It's a very live show. It's a little dangerous, and you'll definitely come out feeling good. You'll have forgotten your troubles for a night. I think that we can promise.
Lovely. Can I just make a quick apology for dressing in a cardigan? My producer said, you're
We
going
love
to
your
interview
cardigan.
a rock band. Are you going to go dressed in leather or... No, sorry. A cardigan. Forgive me.
Well,
Perfect. No problem. There's
anyway,
the-
look, leather's completely out this month.
Yeah, cardigan is
Tell
the
me
new
wool is
leather.
in.
There'll be
Thanks
lots
very
of
much.
cardigans at the show, I'm sure.
I'm sure there will be. Thanks very much, Brian May, Roger Taylor. Lovely to speak
Thanks
to
a
you.
lot.
Thank you.